I'm Wayne and welcome to Goals by the Numbers. This is the place where football meets data. Whether you're a die-hard fan like me, a general Premier League enthusiast, or someone who just loves deep diving into stats and performance analytics, you are in the right place. So, we start with our first match in the Europa League where Manchester United beat Real Sociedad 4-1 at Old Trafford. In a match with 3 penalties, Sociedad took the lead after 10 minutes with their first and only penalty of the evening, scored by their captain, Mikel Oyarzabal. I really hope I've pronounced that right. Within 6 minutes, Manchester United had a penalty of their own, the first of 2 of that evening that will be taken by Bruno Fernandes. In the second half, the tempo of the match went up a gear as both teams tried to wrestle control. This resulted in 3 more goals for Manchester United, 2 for Fernandes, 1 for Dalot, and a red card for Real Sociedad. There has not been a match between these 2 teams with anywhere near this amount of goals since the match back in February 2021, where Manchester United won 4-0 away at Sociedad, and that was 5 matches ago. Manchester United had 25 shots, 10 of which were on target, 61% possession. Real Sociedad had 8 shots, 3 on target, but committed 13 fouls and had 7 players booked. Manchester United created 4 big chances, to Real Sociedad creating just 1, and Sociedad also made 31 clearances. So clearly their defence had a very, very quiet evening. Looking at the players, some interesting points to note. Fernandes, who apart from scoring a hat-trick, played the entire match alongside Casemiro in the deeper role. Despite the deeper starting position, he still managed 6 shots, 4 which were on target. He also attempted 17 long-range passes and completed 9, long-range passes being 30 yards plus. Alejandro Garnacho played right behind the main striker, but slightly to the right, which resulted in him as a right footer being in a position to create as opposed to the left where he can cut in and shoot. Garnacho made 1 assist, had 3 shots and made 4 key passes. Patrick Dorgu impressed as he provided natural balance on the left-hand side of the pitch. With the ball at his feet, he drove forward, and when defending, he was dogged in his approach. Dorgu finished the match with a total of 5 shots, 1 of which was on target, and was the player fouled most by Real Sociedad, that being 6 times. Manchester United's previous match in the Premier League was a 1-1 draw with Arsenal. A result that arguably benefits neither side. Manchester United took the lead through Bruno Fernandes, who once again proved to be the team's most influential player. He not only scored the goal, but also topped the stats for touches, expected goals, attempted and completed passes. Everything promising seems to flow through him. Manchester United are so dependent on him at this point of the season. I am generally not sure what would happen if he were to get injured. On the other hand, Arsenal dominated possession with 68%, attempted more than twice as many passes as Manchester United, so 664 versus 298, but only converted 35% of their shots. Declan Rice found the equaliser for Arsenal, but despite their control of the game, their attacking inefficiency cost them valuable points. Martin Odegaard was heavily involved in the match for Arsenal, recording 94 touches, 56 of which were in the attacking third of the pitch, and his defensive contributions were surprisingly minimal. With both teams dropping points, what does this mean for their seasons going forward? In our third match, Liverpool mounted a strong second half comeback to beat Southampton 3-1, overturning a first half deficit. Liverpool controlled possession with 71% and piled pressure onto Southampton, forcing them into 37 clearances. Unsurprisingly, Mohamed Salah was once again Liverpool's main man, scoring 2 penalties to bring his Premier League tally to 27 goals and 17 assists. I think at this point, a bit like Bruno Fernandes, Mohamed Salah has such a staggering goal contribution for Liverpool. The question arises, are they too reliant on him? No other Liverpool player has hit double digits yet in the league in terms of goals, with Luis Diaz the closest at just 9. If Salah were to miss a series of games, where would Liverpool's attacking output come from? Despite his clear brilliance, the overall balance of the team arguably remains a concern heading into the business end of the season. Our last match today is Nottingham Forest's 1-0 win over Manchester City. Nottingham Forest have now gone 2 games unbeaten, with a 0-0 draw against Arsenal followed by a arguable shock 1-0 win over Manchester City. Despite City's 69% possession and 14 shots, they managed to get only 3 on target, struggling to break through Forest's resilient defensive shape. City made 17 crosses compared to Forest's 18, yet failed to convert their attacking presence into actual goals. Chris Wood, Nottingham Forest's top scorer with 18 goals this season, had a quiet game with just 2 shots, 19 touches, but Forest's defensive solidity won them the match. With 10 games remaining, Forest now sit third in the Premier League. Can they keep this form going and secure a European spot for next season? The battle for European qualification continues to be interesting. So on to our question, and don't forget to comment below. 1. Can Nottingham Forest finish in the top 4 and qualify for the Champions League? 2. Are Liverpool really too reliant on Mohamed Salah? And 3. Will Manchester United win the Europa League? I'm Wayne, this has been Goals by the Numbers. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.